For our first point, I will be choosing one hand as my receiving hand. Our first point is going to be just below the tip of the thumb. So I'll take my thumb like this and I'll wrap the fingers of my other hand around the thumb and I'll apply pressure for 15 seconds. You don't apply pressure from top. So our thumb has a spiral and our next point is going to be right in the center of that spiral. So this is our thumb and this is my spiral. At the center of my spiral is my point. So we wrap the fingers around our thumb like this and apply pressure on the point for 15 seconds. However, it's not necessary that your spiral will be right at the center of the thumb. Our next point is going to be right in between the first and the second joints of the thumb. So this is the thumb and this is our first joint. This is our second joint. And right in between these two joints is our point. So this is the point. And even for this point, it's better for us to apply pressure downwards. So we place our thumb like this, wrap the fingers around it like this, and apply pressure for 15 seconds. Our next point is going to be at the base of our thumb. So this is the base of the thumb. And we press it like this, inwards. For 15 seconds. So for our next point, when you join the thumb and the little finger like this, you will see that there's a mount over here. So our point is going to be on the mount. Now this is the thumb joint, the second joint of the thumb, and this is your wrist joint. Our point will be in between these two joints. You need to press around a little bit to see which one point is very sore. For me, it's this point. So I'll press it for 15 minutes and let my hand relax. Okay, so for our next point, we'll keep our hand on our lap. Now, can you see your wrist? When you bend your wrist, there'll be a crease. There's a fold. You can even place your pen over here. Now, right below this fold will be your point. So this is your fold, okay? This is the point. Now you press this point and apply steady pressure. So it's just below the fold and don't get stuck in it, right? Our next point is going to be in between these two bones. So now when you fold your wrist like this, you can see the wrist crease, right? The second wrist crease. You need to place your fingers right below this wrist crease like this. It's on the thumb side. So you place it like this. Now your third finger, which is your ring finger, our point will be exactly in line with it. So this is where your point will be, in line with the ring finger and right in between those two bones. And you press here for 15 seconds. So our next point is going to be only on the right hand. Now can you see this knuckle, the little finger knuckle? See where it is on your palm. You can feel it here, right? Now right below this knuckle will be your point. Make sure that you're not in contact with it and press it for 15 seconds. This portion near the thumb, which is risen, is called the thumb mount. For our next point, we are going to make a loose fist. So keep a finger like this and wrap the rest of the fingers around it. Now where your middle finger meets this mount, that will be your point. So this is my point, and we press it for 15 seconds. Our next point is going to be just at the center of the palm. So this is the center. Here will be your point, and you'll press it for 15 seconds. Now between our middle finger and the ring finger, you see this web. Our next point is going to be just below this web over here. So this is the point that we need to press for 15 seconds. Make sure that you're not pressing like this and it's just below the web. When you bend your little finger, you'll notice this crease, right? So just below the crease, you place 2 fingers. At this second finger, you need to stop and then take 1 step downwards and 1 step towards the inside, like an L. This will be your point, and press it for 15 seconds. So our next point is going to be at the tip of each finger. Now this is the thumb and this is the tip. So here is where you will apply your pressure. Now earlier we used to apply pressure from the front side, but now you will apply pressure from the top. This is better done using a blunt pencil. So I'll take this pencil and apply pressure from top like this, just at the tip. And if you're using your hand to do it, again wrap your fingers around your thumb and press it from the top. Hold it for 15 seconds and do this for each of your 10 fingers. Coming to our feet, our first point is just below the tip of the toe. So this is my toe, this is the tip, and just below the tip is the point. So this is my point. Again wrap your fingers and hold it for 15 seconds. It is better to sit cross-legged and have your foot facing you. The third point is on the spiral of your toe. Right at the center of the spiral will be your point. So this is your toe and this is your spiral. Right at the center of the spiral will be the point. It's not necessary that it will be at the center of the toe. Now again, wrap your fingers and press for 15 seconds. So our next point is between the first and the second joint of the toe. So this is the first joint, this is the second joint, and right in the middle is your point. So again wrap your fingers around the toe and apply pressure. Our next point is going to be at the base of our big toe. So this is the big toe and this is our base. So you press it like this for 15 seconds. Our next point will be on the foot. So on this thumb side, you can see this bulge, right? The big bulge. Right in the center of this bulge will be the point. So this is my point. Now again, just hold your feet like this and press it for 15 seconds. Okay, so our next point is going to be between this ankle bone and between this bone at the back. Now see the point where this ankle bone starts rising. For me, it starts rising over here. So at this point, I'll place my finger, and then 2 points after that, 2 fingers after that will be the point where we have to give pressure. So after 2 fingers, this is my point. Now I will wrap the fingers around my ankle and apply pressure using my thumb. So this is on the side where our first toe is. Now can you see this ankle bone over here? Right at the base of the ankle bone, place your little finger. And then place 3 more fingers. So you can keep 4 fingers like this. And then where your 5th finger is, that will be your point. You'll be pressing against a bone. Press this point for 15 seconds. Our next point is going to be only on the right foot. Now between your first and second toe, you see that there's this passage. So drag your thumb down like this. Now over here you see that there's this heel starting, right? So drag your thumb down and bring it to the point where the heel is just starting. From here, go diagonally opposite towards your 4th toe. So your thumb should be in line with the 4th toe. Now go 1 step down. After this, leave 2 fingers gap. This point is your 22, and right next to it, this point is your 23. 23 is the point that you need to press for 15 seconds. For our next point, when we squeeze the big toe and the little toe like this, we see this curve that is formed. So right where this arc starts forming, this will be the point. So press it for 15 seconds. Our next point is going to be at the center of the foot. So this is the center, and this will be your point. Our next point is going to be in between the 3rd and the 4th toe. So you see this raised surface over here. Our point will be on the raised surface. Now this is the 3rd toe and this is our 4th toe. And this will be our point that we press for 15 seconds. Make sure it's not over here, it's on this raised surface. This point will be only on the left foot. Now on the little finger side, you see that there's this bone over here. Just below the bone, there's a point. Even when you keep your foot this way, you can feel that point. So now, drag it and bring it in line with your little finger. Little toe. Now take 1 step down and 1 step towards the inside, in line with the 2nd toe. This is your point. Press it for 15 seconds. So our next point will be at the tip of each toe. So again, just wrap your toe and then apply pressure from top. And if you're doing it with your thumb, then you can do it this way. Apply pressure on each toe for 15 seconds.